Anyway,
Layla, go for it.
Yes. So now our second special guest of the show are going to talk about Sahih Salaam, which is matrimonial platform bringing unique and authentic matrimonial services that brings traditional matchmakers from across the UK together. Please welcome to the studio Haider and Fayyaz. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam. Nice to be here.
Great to have you on the show. It was great to have you. I love the way you guys entered the studio. You, mashallah, had a good positive vibe. So I hope you're going to tell us about a good
I thought
positive...
I was going to a wedding.
Oh, is that what he told you?
Yeah.
And then the doors open and you see us, you know, and no food. So subhanallah. Next time, inshallah. When the chef's on, we'll get you a book one next time. Alhamdulillah. So tell us about Sahih Salaam. How did it begin, first of all? Because that would be really interesting.
Well, Sahih Salaam is a, you know, we all know people who are actually having issues right now, trying to find partners for their sons, daughters, etc. So Sahih Salaam is trying to get over that problem and trying to solve that problem. So we obviously go to our friends and families, etc., and the Uncle Marcy network that we have, right?
Yes.
It all works, but unfortunately, because they're so localized, you don't get the choices there.
Yeah.
You know, the choice is not there. And then we feel like we've let our kids down because they then go off with doing other stuff. Right? So what Sahih Salaam is doing is it's got a platform which says, you know what, we'll bring all of these MCs, marriage consultants, together onto Uncle. So actually when one person does a search, I mean, it's all safe, secure, everything is absolutely under control of the MC. So when they do a search, they're actually doing a search across all of the auntie, uncle, list.
Yeah.
So there's more choice.
Well, I've seen the platform, and I didn't have a go because, alhamdulillah, I'm married already. 20 years, alhamdulillah. So don't worry, if wifey's watching right now, I was only doing research purposes only. But I had a look at it, and I did think that it was a very good platform, and the way you have a consultant who decides on certain steps and does things for you.
It's personalised service, right? Because they're the experts. You know, there are some people... that just, I mean, if you go on the online stuff, you're looking at just the face value, but here you've got actual experts that match you, look at you, make decision based on greater than just looks, etc. So it's an Islamic way.
Yeah, and it's very interesting as well because you have expert actually that's looking everything like how, men and women, and they're just matching probably what they like, what they don't like.
Exactly, that's right, yeah. So these experts, because they're already working, I mean, we've got one uncle and auntie doing this in every other street. So we're saying, well, why don't you come together? Let's solve this problem together as an Islamic community.
So let's bring young Fayyaz into the conversation here. What input did you have in Sahih Salaam?
So it actually all started when I finished my studies, I got a job, standard Muslim story, and then I went to my parents saying, you know what, I'm interested in getting married. So they were like, woohoo, let's go.
Great.
So they went and contacted all these aunties and uncles, said, do you have any rishtah in Pakistan? Do you have any rishtah? Do you have any introductions? Do you have any people? So I went and I spoke to some people, did a few introductions, and alhamdulillah, I found somebody.
Alhamdulillah.
But it just took a long time. So you go to somebody and they say, yeah, I've got one person. And then 1 month later they say, I've got another person. So it just takes a long time. So there was the light bulb moment to say, well, actually, why can't we bring all these people together under one roof so that everyone has access to these aunties and uncles? Because they're doing it, and they're really successful. I mean, I'm a product of that.
MashaAllah.
And a lot of my friends, even now, they're still looking. So I know it's a genuine problem out there. I'm one of the lucky ones, you're one of the lucky ones. Although you don't wear your ring.
It's because it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago, and it was gold. It was gold, so we shouldn't be wearing gold. So I need to get... Anyway.
Some of his friends have gone grey, trying to struggle looking for girls.
Yes.
I started going grey when I got married. So. There's no win situation.
I'm still sitting here.
So what are the current methods that you currently have for this networking to take place? What are the methods behind it all?
So currently, let's say you're a user. You go onto the website, you enter your profile, and immediately you select your local Marcy or your local marriage consultant. So you say, I want someone who either specialises in Bangladeshi community or X, Y, and Z. So you select them, and then they do all the work for you. So they're searching amongst their community on your behalf, and they'll send you matches. So it's the auntie network who are actually getting together and communicating, looking through the profile, saying who's a good match, and then they send it to the users. So it's a completely different way of doing things.
But the other way is because the aunties or MCs, we call them MCs, marriage consultants, they have to actually log in, create a client, create their account, and then put their people on there.
Oh, I see. So
but
it's a platform for them.
Only they see their own, client list.
Yeah.
And all the admin, everything, profile this, that, everything is done for them. And the system, we know that the age difference is quite, sometimes they're over 60, 70, 80 years old. So we've made it, although it's rich in functionality, the principle is 3 clicks. Click, 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 and you've sent the profile to the thingy.
Wow.
So it's easy for them.
It's
aunties and
very
matchmakers to
easy.
use, yeah.
But how long it takes for to find a right partner?
Well, that depends
That's the
on
magic
you,
question,
right?
isn't it? That one.
Yeah, how
That
long?
depends.
Because people are fussy nowadays. To be
Yeah,
really
yeah,
honest, people are
absolutely.
very fussy. They check everything, how they look, what they wear, what car they drive, what kind of job they have.
Well, marriage is not about 2 people coming together in
Yeah.
Islam. It's about 2 families coming together.
Yes,
So you
absolutely.
really do need
Yeah,
to
the
do
status,
that
yeah.
investigation.
Yeah.
Right? So what the family background is, this, that, and the other. So this way, it can take as long as I can send you a match right now. It'll take me 10 seconds. But it depends on you how long you're going to take to actually investigate.
All right.
I mean, there's many dynamics, and if we knew
Absolutely.
the golden rule or the solution, I think we'd write many books and have many websites.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Like my dad, he took me to
Yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
And he introduced me to a girl. And he put a gun in my head and said, "What do you think?" I said, "Yeah, I fell in love first
You were
time."
like, yeah,
It was love at
exactly.
first sight for me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
different nowadays.
Yeah.
It's different.
So
Yeah.
that's how you met Mum.
But yeah, it can take as long as you want. It's up to you how much communication you want to do, actually.
All
So
right.
Sahih Salaam is introducing a solution to an issue. I mean, naturally it will be growing because the community is growing anyway.
Yeah,
but it's a solution to find a partner in a Islamic method.
In Islam,
Yeah.
we're not doing anything different. We're not changing anything. We're saying, here's the Islamic tradition. Hazur Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam even was recommended people, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
So we're saying,
absolutely.
here's the traditional way. Because we're in the UK and we're so spread
Yeah,
apart, we need a bit of technology boost.
Yes,
That's
to
right, yeah.
help them. We know the current way is not working because this problem is just growing, right? So inshallah, this way,
Inshallah.
going back to the traditional way,
Yes.
the authentic way. And
Inshallah.
another thing is, everyone on the site, because they're existing network, we know they're authentic. We know they want to get married. They're not looking for dates, this, that, and the other. So it's authentic people, the traditional way.
And you
Mashallah.
can choose from like Bangladesh, Pakistan,
anywhere, anything. Yeah,
Okay.
you can.
That's really
I
interesting.
think we have a photo that we'd like to share, so you can tell us a little bit about what is in the photo, inshallah. So if you watch the screens here,
Well, sorry, go on.
if you
Oh,
just
right.
if you can just explain what we're looking at on our screens here. This is the
This is just a way of saying that initially, if you look on the left-hand side,
Yes.
all of the MCs are separate, they're localized, and they
Yes.
don't talk to each other.
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely.
So here now, if you see in the center is Say Salam,
Yeah. Yes.
and all of the MCs are actually connected.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like a state agency.
I was just
It's
thinking,
the
I
right
didn't want to
move.
say that, but you said it, so I'm glad you did not.
I don't want to sound coarse, but
Yeah.
if you're looking for a house,
Yeah.
right, you go to a estate agent, i.e. the MC. But if you want to buy a house, you go to Rightmove or Zoopla,
Yes.
and you do a search. But you're not doing the search; it's actually the MCs doing
Yes,
the search
yes,
for
yes.
you, because they're experts. They know what you're like. They know you. They have an interaction with
Yeah.
you.
Do you vet the MCs then? Because now it seems that the MCs play a huge role here as well. Do you vet them, or do you know anything about them? Fayaz, how did they get involved
Yeah.
in the first place?
Absolutely. So what we're looking for, a lot of these MCs already do these introductions and ristars. So they come on board and they have to fill in an application. So it's almost like applying for a job. So they get vetted. Why do you want to do it? What clients do you already do? What experience do you have? So they're all vetted. We call them up. I mean, at the moment, we're kind of strict on who we're allowing in.
Yes,
So we definitely vet all of the MCs because they're called to the platform. But ideally,
They are,
they're bringing
yes.
forward their clients because a lot of these people, they're actually doing it on paper or via WhatsApp. I mean, we all know somebody who's that person in the community who's good for getting rich there. But they're
Yeah.
just doing it on WhatsApp and stuff like that. This is really trying to bring them together.
But there's a lot of people currently doing it anyway. So that if they say, "All right, I'm already doing it, and these are my client lists," we say, "All right, fine."
Yeah.
So you have like a, like say if I'm a MC, not auntie,
Sister.
sister,
No,
yeah.
Betty.
Betty, yeah. Actually, I like that. Okay, Betty, yeah.
This is getting better and better.
Yeah, thank God.
Betty, Betty. No, all right, let's keep on.
So say I've got experience, and would you do like investigation on me that okay, Layla is coming, she knows the community as well, she can find the right rishta.
Well,
So I have to send my
investigation is
CV.
investigation is a really
It's a
strict
strong
word.
word,
Yeah, it's a
okay.
strong word. All it is you're filling in a form
Yeah.
saying what you do right now, what makes you a good MC, etc. And then one of our experts rings you up and just make sure you're not lying.
References, yeah.
Exactly.
That's it.
References, yeah. You need my
we say,
references, yeah.
Because really, if somebody complains about an MC and say, well, this is an MC looking for himself or whatever,
Yeah.
we can just block them, say,
Yes.
okay, look, and transfer.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Wow.
It sounds like a very well thought out project.
Thank you very much.
And a fabulous, idea to help the community, because alhamdulillah, the reward is with Allah.
Yeah.
And if you, help people to come together and complete their deen, then subhanallah, may Allah make it successful for you all. MashaAllah, great fun having you on the show, but we will be back with you. So please don't go anywhere. We're just going to go for a short break, all right? Just in case you get worried, it's not home time yet. It's not home time yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so brothers and
We are
sisters.
keeping you here. So
Yeah.
we are off for a quick break now.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Living the Life here, live on Islam Channel. Now, we've been having lots of fun on the show
That's
today,
right,
as usual.
yeah, yes.
Fabulous guests as well. And we're going to go straight back to our guests, Brother Fayaz and his dad, who's, I can also say brother as well, Haider. So I should say, I can't say beta, because I can say
I'm much older.
Brother Haider
Yeah.
and Beta Fayaz.
Beta Fayaz. I can't say Beta Fayaz. I take my words back.
But alhamdulillah, we're having lots of fun with you on the sofa here, and
been good fun.
just let us know a little bit more. We're talking about Sahih
Yeah.
Salaam, which is the Muslim matrimony service that you guys set up, and mashallah, it's going from strength to strength. So tell us, how can people get involved, and how can people find the website, and let us know.
Well, the website is simple. It's Sahih Salaam, and the name comes from like Sahih Bukhari, Sahih
Yeah.
Muslim, etc. We're saying this is the authentic way of saying salam.
Oh, beautiful,
So
beautiful.
Sahih Salaam. And it's, if you want to find out more, people can go into sahihsalam.com. But the best way to do it is to go to our YouTube channel, because we've got lots of videos, what is an MC, how do you register, what's the user, etc.
Yeah. So what's your, website?
Sahih Salaam, one word.
Sahih Salaam, yeah.
SAHISALAM.com.
.com.
Yeah.
If you Google it, it'll
I
come up.
like the way when you said the YouTube, so you have like small videos, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
gives people a big idea, wide idea what it's all about.
Absolutely, yeah.
So some people don't even know about the Auntie Network. They don't even know it exists. So you can go onto YouTube, we'll explain it to
Yeah.
you. We'll explain it for aunties, how does it work? What do they have to do? What do users have to do? What does
Yeah.
it lead to? So,
Yeah,
really good videos.
and the thing is, calling them MCs, it kind of makes it makes it sound more professional rather than saying go to an auntie.
Yeah, because nowadays, to be honest, these aunties, they shouldn't really be called aunties because they're getting younger and younger and younger. So it's first it used to be
You took the
70.
words out of my mouth.
So I don't like using that word, auntie
Yeah.
and uncle now. It's just MCs,
Yeah,
Muslim
which is
consult,
really
marriage
professional.
consultant.
Yeah.
You raised a really good point. Because when we were talking to all these marriage consultants, every community has their own name for them. So
Yeah.
some people call them khalas, some people call them aunties, some people call them marcies.
Yeah,
and everyone will
yeah.
say, oh, what's a marcy? Because they call it a khala. So we just thought, you know what, a better term is marriage consultant. 'Cause that's what
marriage
they are.
consultant sounds really, really good. So another question we've both got is, about the vision. We always like to know about the dream and the future, and what is next? What's the next step for, Sahih Salaam?
The vision for... Go on, you want to go for it?
Both of you. Both
Well,
of you. Have a
my
go each.
vision is
Yeah.
to help all the Muslims who are struggling to get married have the place to go to kind of help them get married. Right now, other ways just aren't really that successful, whereas we want to be the most successful way. If you're looking to
Yeah.
get married and you're really genuine, come to Sahih Salaam and we will help you. That's what we want to be, that rite of passage for all Muslims. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
My vision is actually, if you go into Sahih Salaam, is to create an Islamic portal. So, we think the most important thing is marriage. So we've started with marriage, find
Yeah.
partners. And then you have kids and you have education.
Yeah.
Then you have, we want to create a portal where all Muslims around the UK, or it's going to be worldwide, so
Yeah.
they can go and say, okay, mujhe kurbani ka... Sorry, English. I thought I was on the Urdu channel.
I would understand.
I want to kurbani, I can
Yeah.
do this and get,
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
events, wedding events,
Alhamdulillah.
everything. So it's... My vision is a bit
Mashallah.
bigger.
Yeah,
Well,
mashallah,
mashallah.
subhanallah.
Jazakallah khair for coming on the show, guys. I really hope that Sahih Salaam adds value to the Islamic community and helps people
Thank
to
you very
achieve their
much.
goals and dreams. Mashallah. Well done, guys.
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
on the show.
Pleasure.
Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
so
It's really
much.
good.
Yeah, it was really good talking to you as well.
Mashallah.